right behind me is the Argentieri Glacier. It's massive, and what you're struck by when you get up here is the power of the glacier, and you can really see why it's such a force for weathering and erosion. Every single rock that's around us has been completely scoured, scratched, smooth, polished by this massive glacier. It's summertime now, and it's melting a lot. So there's a massive amount of water that's coming off of the side of this glacier. Some of those big pieces of ice right there are eventually going to break off. The sides, the walls of this glacier, you can see how scooped out they are. It's like the glacier just took it and scooped it out like it was a bowl. If I get a little bit closer to the edge, you can see how far down this goes. This is just a wall of ice that just stretches up the side of this mountain. Absolutely unbelievable. And even more glaciers up above. Okay, so I'm standing at about 10,800 feet elevation, and we're actually able to look down on the Argentiere. These French words are getting me.
Oh yeah.
That's the beginning of the Argentiere Glacier, and you can see the flow direction. So the very top of that is where it's actually, the snow's accumulating. And it starts flowing all the way down to that earlier shot that I did, or depending on how I cut it this video, the later shot. But this is the very beginning of the glacier, and you can see the direction of flow. So imagine that the weight of that ice is just scraping away at the rock below. The deep cracks that you're seeing are called crevasses, so those typically open up in the summertime when it's melting and it's flowing a little bit more. But an amazing view of this glacier, just completely awesome. Okay, so I'm standing on a high point directly across from Mont Blanc. The glacier right behind me is the Glacier des Beaux-Sangs. So it starts up. I'm getting pushed by my director a little further back.
Too close to the camera.
Okay, so the glacier, it begins by forming when you have snow that doesn't melt from year to year. So you can actually see pretty high up where there's actually snow and not ice, the higher point on the mountain. So that snow is going to be compacted over years and years and years until it becomes ice. The very bottom of that glacier is going to flow downhill. Time to get on the lift. This is my true paradise. Got a massive glacier and an espresso. It's like this all through the Alps. I am in heaven.